Hey, good morning, everyone. This is Commissioner Tom and Pop John.
Hey, life is good.
We are smiling this morning. Not only is it a pleasant fall morning, I guess it's not fall yet, but I think it was 58 degrees when we came out here this morning. So perfect conditions, perfect weather. You can see what the corn has done since we have started digging. It's pretty interesting that we're just kind of boxed in here in this little area that we're digging. But today was finally the day. We have hit pay dirt again. Dad's getting a picture. So we've dug 14 squares, I think. There were a total of 36 squares going across here. So again, we're making some progress, but what a pretty sight is that. Yeah, has it been the last 2 weeks we haven't found anything?
Yeah.
And I came out and...
A lot of digging.
A lot of digging, but yeah, this is why we're kind of trying to stick to the plan. We know they're here, we just, I hate to jump around and miss anything, but okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and pick this up. Yeah, and it may not look like much to you, but it looks like a whole lot to Dad and I. So I don't know what to call that. It's a woodland type of point, I think. Got a little ancient tip ding there, I think. But yeah, we're pretty happy about that. Okay, well, hopefully we'll have the camera back on here today with another find. If we do, we'll get back to you. So Dad and I were just standing up on this hill looking out over the area and just wondering about what the early people saw and how good of a vantage point it was. And then we looked up in the air and we thought, nah, they didn't see that. Those guys are probably up there looking down on us in the middle of this cornfield thinking, what are they doing? So my guess is they're making their way down to the Ohio State football game in Columbus today. Pretty cool sight. Buy your tires at Goodyear. I'll get back to you. Okay, I want to give you a quick look here. I keep talking about this fire rock that we find. And the other thing is, here's a good view of, you can see here where I think the plow zone ends and then the clay pan starts. You can see the real yellow there. Definitely a difference there in the dirt. But this is what I'm talking about. This is the kind of stuff I'm finding, and you can see this is right, here's the clay, and right on the clay pan is this stuff, this red sandstone that looks like it's been in a fire. And we're finding a fair amount of that. No points associated with it, but yeah. I have to think that at some point those were campfires. Okay, yep, just wanted to give you a look at that. Okay, well, let's just take a quick look here at the point we found today. Again, nothing real spectacular other than it's another find, which we were due for. Here's the other 2 points that we have already from that spot. That was a good one there. Yeah, so what I'm doing is I'm just kind of keeping track of the grid. The highlighted ones are the squares that we've dug already. The pink ones are where we found the points. So I'm trying to keep pretty close track of that. I've got my measurements and my compass settings for after the farmer comes in there and works things up. I want to put my stakes back in, so I know what we've dug already, and so we're not moving dirt twice. Ultimately, this is what we're looking for. This the last piece of this biconcave gorget. I'm gonna put the camera down here and try to do this. So I was looking at this today, and I did notice something kind of interesting. You can see how that kind of fits together. But on the opposite side, and these, I think these are Hopewell or Adena. Yeah, I get confused. Anyway, I think it's Adena. They're known for drilling the pendants or gorgets from one side only. But as I was looking at this close, I don't know if you can see the edge of this hole right here. So it's not rounded out like some of them are, but that shows, let's see if I can get it too close here. It shows wear. There's a wear mark that, whatever was strung through there made a wear mark on this side. I don't know if you can see that. So then when you look at the other broken hole, you see the same wear mark, meaning that it was tied, into the middle, like something went across and into the middle here. Yeah, maybe you can't see that well. Depends on there. There's a good angle of it. So yeah, I thought that was kind of interesting. But ultimately, we think we're getting close. If I had to guess on my grid, I've looked at the video where I found my piece and where I think he found his, and I think we're probably up into this area where it's found, somewhere in there. So we're, again, making our way across that area, and should get there pretty soon. It's just so remarkable to find a number of slate pieces in a small area like that. You probably remember me finding this one. This is the one where there's a pilot hole. It's not drilled, but see that little pilot hole there? There we go. Where it was marked. We was going to drill it. This is just extremely thin. Completely finished, except for the drill hole. Here's the, I guess while we have them out, we'll look at them. Here's the other one that I found in 2 years. This was the 1 year, and then I found this another year. And again, this one is drilled from both sides. Now I can't tell if this one is a wear mark, it looks different than the other one, or if it's just drilled a little bit crooked. Kind of hard to tell from the other side. Here's one of the, this piece I think was salvaged. So again, extremely thin. But I think this one was broke, re-drilled. Again, really rounded, reamed out from both sides. So probably earlier than Woodland on that one. Middle section. This is the one I found this year. And this little piece I found the first time I looked the field. I would really like to know why those holes are so close to each other. I've got the side here, but and this is very close to the edge, but your guess is as good as mine. Okay, well, again, thanks for coming along with Pop John and I. We will likely be out there next weekend. I wish that I had more time to commit to this, but I do still work full time, and it's kind of hard to juggle all of that. But on the weekends, this fall, we're gonna do as much digging as we can, and hopefully we'll continue to add to this group. Okay, thanks for tuning in. Until next time, this is Commissioner Tom signing off.